Yes, it works. Okay. Welcome, it's been a while. This is the long-awaited speaker video. First thing I had to do is cut out the holes in the back deck so that way we can go ahead and drop the speakers in. Next thing I went ahead and did is I dropped the speakers in. Okay, we got one speaker. No. Next, well, I'll go ahead and let Will take it over from here. Let me go ahead and show you what I've done so far with the amp. So right here, I bought a positive block, so that way all the wires can go into it. So we have the wires that went to the battery prior, and then here is the amp. It goes all the way this way, snakes through the firewall to the channels underneath, goes behind the seat this way, and goes into the trunk. And this is where the amp is gonna go. So now in the back of the trunk, the line goes all the way back to the amp back here. Alright, so I'm about to put in the small speakers up front. These are 6x9s, no, not 6x9s, 6.5s. So I realized that they will not fit inside the holes that were pre-made by the previous owner. So if you look here, it looks like it fits, but it moves around too much. And if we go under, you can see that it doesn't fit. So I'm gonna have to cut a bit more of the holes, or take these back and go get a smaller size. We're gonna cut it even more. So we're going to go ahead and put it in the amp. I have it right here. In order to put it in, I'm going to use the tiny screws, the sheet metal screws, to actually secure it to the wall. I have this drill, tell me put it, and then I have the tiny one, tell me put the screws in. If this doesn't work, I also have another drill on the side. I'm just too far away from it. So let's go and get into it. I'm scared because I don't want to like drill through the thing. Is it a bad idea to put it here, or is it just a better idea just to put it on there? Here. Then again, I don't want to drill into the gas tank. I don't know.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
On the bottom it is. Damn it, Will. These holes match up with these ones because they are not bent. Those are. So what made the previous guy who owned this car think, oh, I'm going to bend these, but I'm going to leave this one the way it is? I have no idea, but anyways. Same thing on this side, I just put the two bottom screws in. I just take the grill and put that on. There we go. Now we just gotta wire everything up. So we need to go ahead and wire everything from the amp to the receiver. Did I get it? Finally, man. Alright, so after I wired it up to the car, the receiver wasn't doing anything, and it said it's here to make sure that it works, but hook it up to the battery. I tried putting one ground and key, whatever, and it started fire. So I'm gonna try it again. This time I think with the correct ground wire. Alright, so with a quick trip to Walmart, we get some power negative wires. Right now it's going for the battery, for the firewall, just like this one is for the amp. Now it's time to wire it up, see how everything goes. So let's go ahead and go into that again. I taped it together so that way it's like a bit easier to get both the wires through instead of just trying to do one wire at a time. Yes, it works. Okay, I'm not sure how. Can you see it? Maybe. That works. It's on. That means that works. That means we can wire the other ground and key and start wiring out the speakers. Let's go. It works! I don't know if I can play this song enough. Damn it! What just happened? I'm gonna go ahead and since we got one speaker down, I'm just gonna go ahead and wire up all the other ones, so time lapse.
We're gonna go from the furthest speaker away from the amp, which of course is the passenger side. So let's go ahead and get that one wired up first. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna go grab some stuff and I'll be right back. I'm back. I put a blanket over top me. Can you kind of see it? Maybe. Yeah. This part here. Yeah. It's protecting me from the sun at the moment because it is 80 degrees in Georgia. Anyways, back to putting the wire on top here. So I grabbed my nice handy dandy toolkit. Like this. Solution. Works. Yay! This is my new house, by the way. You guys like it? I like it. Here we go. I'm gonna try and test everything. See if everything works. Fingers crossed. Wait a second. Wait. Just again. Take two. Let's go! No update. It's just 3 out of the 4 speakers. One more time from the top. It came unhooked! Yay. Why? I know it works now, so I'm just gonna tape it. Tape fixes everything. Alright, so I went ahead and taped off all the wiring going to the speakers, so hopefully they won't come undone back here now. One more time. Alright, so before I go on to putting the interior back together, I am finished up some wiring, so I'll go ahead and show that to you guys when the progress has been made. No time lapse, no nothing, just I'll get back to you when I'm done. Alright, so it's been about a few hours and I figured I would go ahead and post an update. So let's take a look underneath everything. I went ahead and tried to tidy up as much of the wires as I could. So we have the left side going underneath and kind of snaking around here. We also have the passenger side it's going underneath here. You can kind of see that one spot, but it goes under and it goes behind the panel. And then this is what I got so far as the wiring harness. I know it looks very chaotic. This blue one right here is for the amp. This one's for the constant power. This red one I'm trying to hook up at the moment. And the ground / key wire, this one, I'm also trying to hook up at the moment. If you see the piece right there, this one in the far back, that piece is what I'm hooking up at the moment. And if you can see, there's also a ground wire that I'm trying to strip. I just moved on to the power, to the red wire. So that way I'm gonna put that one up and then I'll move on to the key one. But I figured I would go ahead and give you guys an update of what I've been doing since it's been about an hour or two and the sun's almost down. So I gotta hurry doing this wiring stuff so that way I can clean this up and put everything else back together. Anyways, I'll give you an update in a few minutes. Alright, so it's been about, honestly have no idea how long it's been since the last clip, but the battery's hooked back up. It comes on. It comes on when you turn the key. Okay, so while this is muted, while everything's going, it's charging my phone, which is great because it's almost dead. Here's the bass for the back speakers. It's staying on minimum because I don't know how much it can take. Let's go underneath and I'll show you everything that I have done, and thus, so that way you can follow if you decide to do so. So right now it's hanging out just a bit because of the screen. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it in, so that way maybe that much, maybe. Hopefully it never rains. If it rains, I just put it back in and use my phone. Anyways, let's go under and take a look. So, there's a lot of wires and stuff. So let's get these out of the way. This is my ground wire. This goes straight from the receiver, straight for the firewall, to the battery. This red one is my auxiliary power, which means it will the receiver will always receive some power, so that way it remembers what station I guess it was. It just remembers stuff. The blue wire is for the amp, which goes all the way from the receiver all the way here, all the way in the channel, which you already saw, and it goes all the way back to the amp. This red wire goes all the way from the battery back from the goes from the battery for the firewall all the way to the amp as well. And then if you can see, this red wire goes to the so if you can see this right here, yep, right there, that used to be the for the speakers. I cut the red wire and the ground wire, and so now the ground wire, if you can see this one right here, goes to my grounding key. So whenever you turn on the car or turn off the car, it sends a signal, which means it tells the receiver to turn on and off, which means if we turn off, the receiver turns off. If we turn the key and we try to turn the car on, it will kick on and it will play. Awesome. Yeah, that's everything. This legit took me multiple weekends to try and do, is this one wiring project. It's not 100% done either, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's like 98% done. Probably 1% is just making sure that everything keeps working while I do everything else. So, with that being said, I think I'm gonna call an end to the wiring episode. Next episode, I have no idea what we're gonna work on. So, I see you guys next time. I guess, maybe. No, I'll do a better outro. Give me 1 sec. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and call an end to the wiring episode. If you enjoyed me struggling with wiring, or if you have any questions about how I did everything, hopefully I documented everything in full detail. If I did not, I'm sorry. I will add some clips in future me, add some clips in to where I may have missed some important or vital information. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the car cleaned up so that way I can move on to the next project, next part of the project, which I don't know what's gonna be. So anyways, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, Girl Scouts.